NBA Finals Game 2 is in the books. Let me tell you, last night's game felt like a heavyweight match because Miami came out with the first blow, then Denver came back with an uppercut. In the third quarter, it just felt like both teams were just jawing back and forth. And then finally, Miami came in with a knockout blow and secured the win. I mean, did it feel like that to you?
Yeah, boring. Where is this NBA Finals boring? Because that was the whole noise coming into this NBA Finals. Oh, nobody want to watch Nuggets and Miami match up. Uh, so this is what y'all didn't think was gonna happen. Please, they going toe for toe. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm so glad we got a game now. I love it. A series now. I love it.
Yes, we do. And okay, so Coach Eric Spoelstra made the biggest adjustment by throwing in Kevin Love. Though Kevin Love didn't give you a bunch of points off the bench, I don't think Coach Spo was expecting that. What he wanted to do was get some size on the floor, and it disrupted the Denver Nuggets offense, their pick and roll defense. I mean, it was just like, wow. That was a chess move by Coach Spo.
I think the biggest chess move by Coach Spoelstra was the fact that he took away um, Nikola Jokic's playmaking. You not about to pass this ball to nobody. You're going to have to get us these points, Nikola. You're going to have to do it. Now, he did it, but because he wasn't able to get everybody else involved, they didn't show up. Where was Jamal Murray?
Oh, my
Where was
goodness.
he? Where was Michael Porter Jr.?
Yeah, KCP.
Come
Where?
on. Come on. Where were they? So that's what he did. And I think that was a great move. So now, here we are, right? What will Mike Malone do next? This is what this is about. This is what NBA Finals is all about. Right?
Yes.
If you got great teams, the games are going to be great. Oh, this is so good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the Nuggets were able to get some production from Christian Braun. I was like, oh, okay. Mike Malone showed a lot of trust
Yeah,
into
he
the
did.
young fella because, these were big stakes. And now the Miami Heat have essentially taken back home court advantage going down to South Beach. If they can win two in a row, then they have the advantage three. What, I doubt it, right? I think they'll split in Miami. But the advantage is Miami Heat right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going in with the momentum. They're going home. There will be no excuse of altitude. So can we still use an altitude excuse? I- is that still a reason why people can't win? So it only works when they lose. It doesn't work when they win. Did the altitude benefit them? Okay. See. Yeah. No, it's all about will and sheer power and how someone can make adjustments in the game. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. But I don't think the Nuggets are out at all.
Oh, oh no, not at all. But Mike Malone only really plays three people off of his bench. Eric Spoelstra goes about five. He goes a clear five off of his bench, right? So
Yeah.
that's something to watch as well.
Yeah, I don't know. It may be a hindrance for the Nuggets if Malone doesn't come up with something new. Now, I can tell you right now, they were not expecting Duncan Robinson to hit the ones at the end of the game. They
Oh my
that
goodness.
changed the whole trajectory when Duncan Robinson. Now, I will say this: when he did put Braun in the game, Coach Malone put Braun in the game. Braun, I noticed he made at least he made two mistakes when he left Gabe Vincent out in the corner and he had to
Ah,
run back. I was like, ooh, see. And then Gabe Vincent, if you could go on Twitter, they got the picture of him looking back at him like, you did that. You made
yeah, I
that
saw
mistake.
that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And he did another one right after that one. And Coach Malone was like, boop. And you could see him
Uh-huh.
back in the game. But, you know, I, I, I do admire his courage to put him out there because he does add a little something. I mean, what? The man is fresh off of a NCAA Kentucky win. Like, come on, give the man some props. So he is getting some rotation. He is getting some rounds. It's just lack of experience, and that's how you gain experience. But I think he does have something special. I can't wait to see how he develops
Oh
because I
yeah,
do
yeah.
like him. I do like him. Yeah.
Yes, happy to see Kyle Lowry do his thing. Kyle Lowry is just so. You got to tip your hat to the old vet. He's accepted his role, and I just
Hmm.
love to see how each game you just don't know what you're going to get from him. Similar to Duncan Robinson. Usually Duncan Robinson would just hang out behind the 3 point line, but last night he was cutting to the rim, getting
Yep.
and ones. I said,
Yep.
"Oh, you added
Yep.
a little something to your game, huh, Duncan?"
Yeah. 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 I do wonder what's up with um Jimmy Butler. What's up with Jimmy Butler?
What you mean?
I don't know. He doesn't look, and maybe he doesn't have to. Maybe he doesn't have to, but I don't know. Hmm. I don't know. I
You
don't
know,
know.
he did look a little gimpy in the second half. He came in, I think he was just a little stiff, but then he hit the corner three ball. I said, "Oh, he's
Yeah.
fine." So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think what he's getting is more support
Yep.
from his supporting cast, and that's exactly what he's going to need. I mean, did we expect Jimmy Butler to score 40 points every single game?
No,
Uh,
absolutely not. Right. No, no, no.
yeah.
You're right. If you can impact the game in other ways, I think that's also great. But sometimes, we're looking for that explosive. I don't know, just looking for something. I think maybe because how many times did he go to the free throw line? He went there 5 times. Oh, okay. All right. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. I just know that Nikolai, if it right now, based on what I see, if the Nuggets do not take this NBA championship home, it will not be because of Nikola Jokic. Can we just say that?
Yeah.
When I tell you that
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic is gonna get his regardless. Oh my God.
Yeah. What did you think about Coach Malone not calling a timeout in the final like 8 to 10 seconds? Right? He was encouraging Jamal Murray to push it, push it, push it. But I thought maybe if he would have called a timeout in that very final play of the game, maybe the Nuggets could have got a better shot because Jamal was contested. But he had Aaron Gordon available in the corner. You had Michael Porter at the top of the key. I just wanted Coach Malone to just, I bet you if he could do it all over again, he may have called a timeout.
Yeah, but I think you just take the gamble, right? I don't know if there was a right or wrong move in the heat of the moment. He trusted his players. He trusted his
Yeah.
players. Unlike what Coach Mazzulla did with the Boston Celtics, I'm okay with Coach Malone not calling timeouts. I mean, timeout in this particular situation because I just believe he trusted his players. And also, there was chatter on Twitter that last shot was a goaltend.
Oh, oh yeah. Bam on, was it
Uh,
Jokic?
no, no, no. When Jamal Murray shot the last shot to tie the game, it was a 3-pointer, and the discussion on Twitter was that was a goaltend. That ball could have
Uh,
went in. Uh-huh. Now I don't know if I mean you have to look at it to see if it was, but that was a discussion on Twitter last night that it was a goaltend. So I was like, "Ooh, if it was," and then the refs missed it. It could have actually
oh,
tied the game. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
wow. That would have been interesting. Now, Jamal Murray kind of had it going. So I don't blame him for taking that three
No,
point shot.
no, it was appropriate. He didn't have that much time.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough to lose like that on the last shot, especially when, I mean, the Nuggets kind of had the Miami Heat on the ropes at one point, up by I think it was 12 points or so. So, hey, it's a tough loss, but I know that they will recover in Miami. I'm not saying they're going to take game three, but they're going to take one of the games, either three or four.
Okay. Okay. I can see that. I can support a split in Miami. I can support that. Yeah. I still believe that both of them have fight in them. I don't see either one of them letting their foot up off the gas pedal. Now, I can say this that when the game first started, I said, "Ooh, Nuggets is it the altitude?" Not for real. Cuz Miami came out ready ready. But the Nuggets finally picked it up and took it over, but this is what basketball is all about, right? You want to watch games that are tooth and nail, that are blow for blow, because what's the point otherwise? I'm telling you, that game is so physical. Somebody had to sit in a new ice bath this morning.
Yes.
Somebody got a bruise on their thigh, their upper back. Somebody. Icy,
Yeah.
icy hot, whatever, because that game was so physical. I thought it was physical. I was like, oh
Yeah,
my
it
God.
was. It was. I think Miami Heat turned it up a notch. That's what they do, right? They
Yeah.
muddy up the game. But speaking of KCP, this just dawned on me. He gave Miami Heat essentially 6 points with his two, fouls on the 3 point shooters. I said, no, KCP, as a veteran
Yeah.
player, veteran defender, been to the NBA Finals before.
Hmm.
Those
Hmm.
are critical points.
Yeah, you
Eh,
can't do that down the
eh,
stretch. I agree. Uh-huh.
no, no.
Now, was Jimmy Butler out of bounds on
He
that
stepped
play?
out of bounds on. Yeah, he stepped out of bounds. That
Hmm.
absolutely. They missed it.
Hmm. They missed it.
They
Yeah.
missed it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, that's what happened. That's why when for this particular series and for the past two games, you gonna have to go some to say the refs are actually favoring one side. I don't believe that because there were several plays that were missed on both sides, and there's like hand checking and whatever. That I'm just sorry. I think the refs are letting them. I think the refs are trying to let them play in a sense. So.
Yes, they are. And I think that stems from, now this is me with my little, I just think it stems from everybody saying that it wouldn't be interesting. Well, the refs are like, okay, if we allow them to play, it'll be physical
Mm,
and
mm.
people will want to tune in to see it. I think it's good basketball up until this point.
What I like that it appears that they're equally matched, both teams. That the coaches, although Spo may have a little bit more experience because he's been to more NBA finals, I do believe that Malone can, meet him at the crossroads. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I just think that that's what makes this so interesting. And everybody, and then Tyler Hero may come back for game three. It's gonna be another sniper on the
Yeah.
another sniper on the floor. I just
Yes.
the ball is in my Coach Malone's hands to see what he gonna do. Because if Coach Malone don't adjust according to this new wave and prepare for Tyler Hero, then I don't know. I don't know. You're right. Miami may take game three.
It's gonna be interesting. Okay, so are you ready now to give us your prediction on this series? Because I
Yeah.
already said that the Nuggets are gonna win in six.
Uh huh. I have Miami in seven.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
okay.
Miami's gonna be the one. I had to see it. I just wasn't sold in game one. I wasn't sold on who can win coming into the series. Game one, I was still questionable. I just didn't know. When I watched game two, I think I can definitively say that I see Miami Heat hoisting the championship trophy in game seven. Yeah.
Okay, I cannot wait to see. So we got what, a couple of days before we get to tune in to game three, and I'm just on the edge of my seat. I just can't wait because I think game three will be the pivotal game. Whoever wins game three, and after all of the adjustments have been made, right? One win, one loss on both sides. I just think maybe they'll take it home. I really believe it.
I think at this point, you never know who will have the hot hand. And who's going to have the hot hand? Both teams have players that can get the hot hand and take it over. Gabe Vincent came through for game two for Miami with his hot hand. Then you had Duncan Robinson coming in and filling in some of the holes, filling the gaps. Nikola Jokic, I mean, if he's not going to get you with assists, he's going to get you with these points. And I will get to the basket. I'm going to finger roll this ball into this basket. I don't care if I have to be leaning on your back, one tippy toe on the ground. I'm going to get the ball in.
Yes. I don't care if I got to go coast to coast.
I
It
don't care
doesn't
what
matter. Behind my back, using my left hand, it doesn't matter. I'm going to the hole. That's what Nicola was saying.
you could not stop him. He was getting back. It was when he went coast to coast. It was like he was knocking down pinballs. I said, this is ridiculous." The man is, if nothing else, if we don't see nothing else from this matchup, Nikola Jokic is that dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He that dude, right? So yeah, but I just think that I don't know if game three will be the determining factor though, like you do. I just don't know. Nah. Mm-mm. So we'll see. But I'm excited about this series. I think this is what basketball is all about. When we have meeting of the minds, you know, coming together, making it happen. Both teams are equally competitive. Right now, this is coming up to be this probably is my second best series so far. The first one was
Ah.
Golden State in Sacramento. Let's just be honest.
Oh,
They kicked it off
yes,
for
of
me because that
course.
series was a fire. And I think this one right here maybe because it's the finals, it's supposed to be, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The stakes are high. I mean, either
Ooh.
way it goes, somebody going to be winning their first chip. That's what
Either
makes it
way.
so exciting. Yeah.
Nah, not the okay. Some the players. No, nobody will be winning. Well, okay. The Miami Heat culture will not be winning their first chip.
Yeah, but Jimmy Butler and them, they'll be winning their first. And then Jokic, Jamal Murray will be winning theirs. That's what I mean.
Okay, yeah. It's gonna be Jimmy Butler and the crew. if
Mm-hmm.
the Heat wins. If the Nuggets win, it's gonna be Jokic and Jamal Murray. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right, can't wait to see it. Game 3 is in Miami. Buckle up.